A recent study published in JAMA Pediatrics sent shockwaves through the nation, revealing a concerning link between excessive screen time in preschoolers and developmental delays in crucial areas such as literacy and problem solving. This alarming trend underscores the hidden dangers lurking within our digital age, where children are increasingly exposed to age-inappropriate content with potentially devastating consequences. From violent video games to disturbing social media trends, young minds are bombarded with information and imagery that they are not emotionally or developmentally equipped to process. This relentless exposure can have a profound impact on their emotional well-being, desensitize them to violence, and hinder their cognitive and social development. The pervasiveness of the internet and the proliferation of digital devices have made it easier than ever for children to access content that is entirely unsuitable for their age group. While some parents may dismiss these concerns, arguing that children are resilient and can distinguish between fantasy and reality, research suggests otherwise. The developing brain, particularly in the early years, is highly susceptible to external influences. Exposure to inappropriate content can disrupt this delicate process, shaping their understanding of the world in harmful ways. The emotional world of a child is a complex and fragile thing. When exposed to age-inappropriate content, children may experience a range of intense emotions that they are ill-equipped to handle. Graphic violence, sexual themes, and disturbing imagery can evoke feelings of fear, anxiety, and confusion. They may struggle to reconcile these disturbing images with their understanding of the world, leading to nightmares, sleep disturbances, and difficulty concentrating in school. Moreover, exposure to cyberbullying, hate speech, and unrealistic beauty standards can have a devastating impact on their self-esteem and body image. The constant barrage of negativity can erode their sense of self-worth, leading to feelings of inadequacy and depression. Children may also internalize these harmful messages, believing that violence, aggression, or prejudice are acceptable behaviors. One of the most alarming consequences of exposure to age-inappropriate content is the desensitization to violence. When children are constantly bombarded with violent imagery in video games, movies, and music videos, it can desensitize them to the real-world consequences of such actions. They may begin to perceive violence as a normal or even acceptable way to solve problems, blurring the lines between fantasy and reality. This desensitization can manifest in several ways. Children may become less empathetic towards victims of violence, dismissing their suffering as inconsequential. They may also exhibit an increased tolerance for aggression and violent behavior in their own lives, becoming more likely to engage in bullying, fighting, or other forms of physical or verbal abuse. The normalization of violence is a dangerous trend that can have far-reaching consequences for individuals and society as a whole. Early childhood is a critical period for brain development, with rapid neural connections forming in response to environmental stimuli. Exposure to age-inappropriate content can disrupt this delicate process, hindering the development of essential cognitive and social skills. For example, excessive screen time has been linked to language delays, impaired attention span, and difficulties with problem-solving and critical thinking. Furthermore, children who spend excessive amounts of time in front of screens may miss out on valuable opportunities for social interaction and play, which are essential for developing empathy, communication skills, and emotional regulation. They may struggle to read social cues, understand nonverbal communication, or engage in meaningful conversations. This can lead to social isolation, difficulty forming relationships, and an increased risk of mental health issues later in life.